Alright, so apparently, I'm back here again. That was quick. Oh dear. That's what I get for having ignore buttons on everything lately. Um, yeah. So for a select few throughout the day. Anyway, also got off here, was directed to another one that apparently popped up a few minutes ago, namely, this. Mm.
Caught up. Jody Sue Brown, the neighbor of Summer Wells, who disappeared June 15th, 2021, made a plea to speak to Fred Hill this morning. She made a Dear Fred video, and what she's basically wanting is to collaborate with Fred and hopefully find answers to where Summer is. And she thinks that Fred could potentially be helpful because Fred knows the land. And I think it started that night that Summer disappeared. Jody sat in the silence of the night and just listened, which I think maybe I may have done something like that too. It is possible, no matter what you think, it is possible that Summer did wander off and was never to be found. It is possible that they missed her. I have my own story. I will tell it completely one day to help you understand how that is possible. Drones missed my son. People missed my son. He was a mile down the road in plain sight. They missed him. Now, from what Ziggy has said today, Ziggy and Fred watched Jody's video. And from what Ziggy has said, Fred's not sure that he can trust Jody to work with because he has his reservations that she has either guilty knowledge or she's involved somehow in Summer's disappearance. I myself have never thought that. Nothing's led me to believe that. Doesn't matter what she has said or hasn't said, or put that to the side. What's important here? For Summer's sake, Fred, I know you think that Andy was on that road June 15th, and I do not know. I only know what I have heard. But from my understanding, you've seen camera footage. And in my opinion, I think you've seen the wrong date. So what I would really like for you to do, Fred, is go back to that footage, even if you have to call law enforcement, and confirm that for yourself. There's nothing wrong with being wrong. We're not going to poke and point fingers and say, you're wrong. For Summer's sake, confirm that video that you have seen and the date. Because if you are wrong, and then you can get it in your head that Andy was not on Ben Hill after 3:30 when he shouldn't have been, then the finger pointing can stop, and maybe you and Jody can work together. The best thing that can happen for Summer is for her community to talk, especially you guys that were on Ben Hill that day. Everybody's seen something. Everybody heard something. And if you can share your stories, imagine what could come out of it. We need to find Summer. We need to bring whoever is responsible for removing her away from her home that day. They need to be brought to justice. Whether it is her parents, whether it is a stranger, whether it is someone who is from there, which I believe if she did not walk away and got lost, and she was kidnapped, it was from someone who knows her family, knows the land. No, I'm not pointing fingers at Fred. But if you know the story, if you know the land, it just 0% makes sense that some random stranger drove up there and then had the capability of kidnapping Summer without anybody seeing or hearing a thing. Her mother and grandmother was outside. Her 3 brothers were inside. Jody Sue was just right across the street. Neighbors were coming and going. If you're into psychic readings, I don't know if that's what it's called, psychic reading. If you're into tarot card readings, I thought it was pretty interesting what Ziggy's card reading said on Jody's intentions. I myself do not believe in that thing. I myself do not believe in those things, but I did listen to it. And her question was, what is Jody Sue's intention in getting a hold of Fred? And I won't give away what she said. I think it's fair that you go to her Empress Ziggy channel.
Why would you build her channel up? You know damn good well she's trying to build that thing because content's running out somewhere on you. Why'd you do that? But whatever. It's to be expected. Fine. We'll let it go.
At the beginning of the video, it's not hard to find. Just go to the beginning and you'll hear her speak of what her and Fred think about the whole situation. I just want Summer found. And so do all of you. And so do all of you. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Let's get her done. Let's get her done. It's time. It's almost been 3 years since this child has just magically disappeared. Something stinks. Something's not right. But at least one other person, other than Summer, knows what happened that day.
Yep.
Let's bring her home.
Now, I don't know why. Anybody's wondering what my intentions are. I don't really care. I stated mine pretty clearly. Like I have for several years now. I've been pretty consistent in that way, unlike others. Who've all been more concerned with Jello, mud, chaos, masks, simple bullshit, over and selves over. Me, I've given sort of 0 fucks throughout this walk. And the longer it's been, the less fucks I've given. In ways, sort of. Obviously, you can see that that does not hold true-ish for the others. Now, I don't know why. Yeah, no, I do. I can't say I don't know why. It boils down to fear. And I get it. For those of us who know what each other are. Only difference is, I don't hold any fear of any of them. Not in any way other than that they can cause shit in untimely ways. With their bunch of fuckery and chaos and mud and jello. And ill intentions. Maybe purposeful or otherwise. Especially in a group effort. All before I ever get to see Answers Truth or Summer brought home to her brothers. Courts, And I tell you what, if that happens, I'm gonna come back and haunt all your motherfucking asses. Swear to God. All of you better be buying some $10 Google Spirit Box shit. Because I'm coming back and we'll have some shit to say. Hopefully the Ghost Realm, whatever, fixes the voice box so y'all can hear me. Cuss all of you real loud. Clearly. So anyway. I don't have any ill intentions. Just simply hunting for answers, truth, and a little help. I mean, I don't really need it. I don't suppose. I'll keep burning, puzzling, doing whatever. Here. Just as I have been. At least I can say why in the hell Monster and Fred are both confused. And both are right and wrong. They can't. What I can at least say is Pruitt said, and the feds, at least in my case, Pruitt and Monsters have said his name in connection with this case. It's not come up. Whatever the fuck that means. And um, Pruitt has been said, heard saying publicly that I'm not suspect. Monster's not a suspect. Still not been said of the rest yet. I can say that we've not been asked for polys. We've offered them from day one. Because basic bitch, no duh, you work from the inside out, and if you can eliminate, and so if you can offer that, and they're like, man, whatever, fuck, and even after years, when you attempt to get a hold of the world's best calligraphers and such, that still work with FedSec, still won't give approval for you to fucking have one. No shit. I know others have tried repeatedly. So, only people so far who had polys are apparently Fred, Dawn, Candace Sr. Okay. So I don't know why anybody's asking about my intentions or saying they think I have some sort of fucking involvement or guilty knowledge. Because I goddamn don't. I do hold knowledge that I know I hold, but I know what it is. I just can't claw it out of my brain. Certain things, like conversations I heard verbatim, that my brain, like top shit. I wish I could claw out. And they do have experts for that, but weirdly enough, they're none to be found or some shit. I don't. I'd love to have that brought out. Good luck with that around here. Anyway, I have no ill intentions. I ain't here to play fucking aha with anybody or any bullshit. All I want are answers. Help trying to find the answers. That's it. And those who are willing to come together to do that will do so. Those who, for whatever reason, or because they hold fear of me, You don't have to. I can understand it. Certain people and things, they can often sense what I am just as well as I can sense what they are. And a great deal many fear me. It's kind of mind and monsters issue a lot. Try being something like that, living with something like me that picks up on all kinds of things. Even if I don't mean to, or even if I try to damn. Can't help that. It is what it is, and I am. And I prefer that. So, you get to choose who you are. I choose me. I ain't a falling flake of fucking snow, never have been, never will be, but try to use my little wiring bits for the power of good instead of evil. So there's that. I have white and black and gray zones and my own idea of compass and all these things, just like most. But I can understand why Fred is afraid. He's afraid of what I'm gonna ask, or what I could discern, pick up on. If there's nothing to hide, then what's it matter? And I'm not gonna demand shit. Fred doesn't feel comfortable with saying or talking about. Just as if I'm asked something that I won't give, or say that I know shouldn't be said or given. I won't. But I'll do so in a polite, nice manner. Maybe it's all just goofy stuff, so it goes on for 4 or 5 days, builds up views, does the back and forth, you know, tennis match bullshit, blah blah. Well, everybody compiles a list for Fred to ask. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'll be able to discern if that's the case. And if it is, no go. I'm sure Fred, without others involved, has things of his own he can ask, wants to ask, should ask, without questionnaires and shit being ready made for him. Without text going in and out. Well, no, ask this next, or no, this, or chat distractions, or goofy bullshit. No Ryan spews untruth type of fuckery neither. Okay? Just neighbor and neighbor. Semi-kin can decades of life lived revolving around. But the refusal is only out of fear or to buy time for a question or to pick up views for a flat out refusal eventually. It's basically it. I have nothing to fear. Not a thing. And Fred knows this. So I can remain mostly quiet. Monster asks questions. NZ is a little weird to me. Why you could tell certain things were being asked from background. No, by others, right? Through others. Found that weird. Especially since that one has been terrified of the other one and not the other way around its entire life. But Fred knows I'm not one of them. But I have no ahas and gotchas or I do think it still unwise to a degree, but like I said, I'm willing to lay shit to the side to try to find answers. Truth, what really happened. Person or persons responsible. Maybe shake a key loose for other ears and eyes listening. Fred, maybe others hold the key beyond us. Somebody has to. You can help. Maybe you can help, Fred. Or maybe your fear for whatever reason. Or self comes before. And that's fine too. But man, you'd think if you could help such a fucking liar and bullshitter like Ryan finds truth. That dude sus as fuck, bro. You know damn good and well his ass ain't finding nothing. Come on now. We all know. Right, Fred? But what you also know is those of us in and around there and here especially all Power Rangers and stuff, their forces combined could actually maybe help something in some way. If you care for it, if you care about her, some way help. No bullshit, no ahas and gotchas, no questionnaires, no tragedy pimp bullshit. Just do it to help. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. But honestly and sincerely, logically speaking, it's not you. You should have as much, I don't know, trepidation in speaking with me as it is I with you. Because I do hold great reservation. Because of the poly you allegedly, supposedly took, according to you, the results from what the sisters say, etc. Or Laura, I don't know. And because you've not been said to be really clear, though I do know things from the beginning. And I do remember what you were saying to me. So in all of that, I'm willing to give it a chance and a shot. Though I am worried that maybe I might say the wrong thing to someone who could be part of something. I hope that's not the case. It's weird, isn't it, Fred? You much like Candace and Dawn. None of y'all had a problem using my ears. What I knew when it suited all of you. Weird how the night you shot Fanny, my ears worked just fine. And they helped clear you. And other people's as well. Weird how my ears weren't unfounded then. By you, law enforcement. Always used when benefited from by others. Then you come along and you shit on and do lie and everything else. For several years, for what reason, I don't know. Maybe got caught up a little too far at this place. Hell, I don't know, Fred. And OC&D, too used. But mine and the kids' ears hurt. On June 15th. As long as it's suited. And in the way it's suited. Then, they thought, and they twisted to fit whatever. Until we came public, and then that was apparently broken. And then, oh, I got eaten alive. By directive and otherwise. Even by you, Fred. Which I find weird. Super serious there. Find that a little strange. Okay? We'll just sort of lay all that to the side. On the wine. Whatever. Just like I told you at the stores and everywhere else we talked. I was like, fuck it, dude. Do whatever. I don't give a shit. Right? I just didn't know how far you were taking. Like, what the fuck, bro? But I'm gonna lay that to the side. For Summer's sake. For a conversation. To try to help her. Not you. Not Tragedy Pence. Not myself. But Summer. Maybe if some of us can talk. Instead of them keeping us all separated. And at one another. The light goes back to where it belongs. And it helps her. Fred. Not you or I or this place. Or any more monsters. Okay. If you're afraid, that's fine. I get it. I'm used to it. And that's okay, Fred. You'll be the one that has to sleep with. And after all, who are any of us to say that, or to have the hubris to think that even if we all could somehow manage to talk and work together to find the answer, that they don't already happen. Or that a key's already not been found. Or that they're just waiting on something. and time has to elapse for their own reasons. For now, I don't know, but for me, I don't want to live the remainder of my days on this earth with any more what ifs. And what if I have? And what if I just reached out to? What if this one thing had been the difference or made a difference? But I too hold fear of what if I say the wrong thing or give the wrong thing to the wrong person? What if I say or do the wrong thing at the wrong time? And let's be real, Fred. I think all of us know that whoever is responsible is out here watching. All of us. Probably knows us. And in that, I hold fear too. But maybe one of the others inside of our community and around here holds the key and something drops loose. Maybe if some of us can talk and figure out directionality on certain things or movements or noises or certain things throughout the years that might be clues to or all these things maybe, Fred. Maybe we should have talked about them long ago, but how could we talk about certain things long ago when so much chaos and mud and jello was filling that road and still years later is filling these tragedy pimp streets with all the bullshit and so much distrust and everything was reigning supreme in there because of fuckery and bullshit. Well, all the same things, but we've all had the years now to turn over all those moments and those lives lived near and amongst one another and June 15th and all the days forward. And in that, maybe speaking now is more helpful than it would have been speaking then. Maybe. But either way, I'm not sure what Z's card says or what any of y'all said specifically because I'm not really any more interested in that right there that I played. And if it's a no, it's a no. I'm not going to raise hell about it. I don't care. I mean, I do care, but it'll just be what it is. And I'll walk forward and I'll carry on. But I won't carry on for the rest of my days going, well, what if I had just reached out? What if I had just tried? What if? At that moment in time, because I won't add another one of those to my pile. I won't do it. All of y'all can do that. If you even live life in that way to where you have what ifs. Not sure. I know I never really did until June 15th. Either way, I can understand the fear, I guess. And what you may fear me asking, or fear that I know. But you know, Fred, it's not about our fear. It's about Summer. And the fear at some point that she certainly has gone through and may still yet be going through. I think that should outweigh and win any day of the week over any of ours. And be the deciding and what's more important. But it's up to you, Fred. Not a tarot deck, not a Google Spirit box. It's up to you. Help or don't. Maybe it's no help at all, like I said. But maybe it is. Maybe it will. Maybe it could. And if it weren't for Summer, I'd never ask. Because honestly, after all the things, I really don't have much to say to you. I don't like any of what you've done. But like I said, I'm going to lay it to the side. It's not the point. Summer's. And on that, that's where I'll stay with the conversation. And I don't need handlers. I don't need tragedy pimps. I don't need questionnaires. And if you do, don't bother.